The 10 most annoying
things about do-it-yourself. Do you ever put things up, Rosalie?
Love it.
Do you ever put things up, Chalminder?
No.
Oh, dead right.
10.
The rhythmic pulsing of the knowledge that you're going to screw up. From the moment you decide to do a bit of DIY until 3 days afterwards, this rhythmic pulsing, it's I'm going to screw up. I'm going to screw up.
9.
And number 9, measuring. Is that 81 centimetres? It can't be. Shouldn't it be a round number? I wonder if my tape measure has stretched.
Yeah.
That's just an old one, and you think that can't be right.
8.
8th most annoying thing about do-it-yourself, drilling into walls. It either goes in too easily, and you get a massive cavity that Midsummer Night's Dream could talk to Puck through, you know? A hole in the wall. Or it won't go in at all.
Yeah.
What do you do when the drill won't go in? You bought the cabinet, but the drill won't go in. What do you do?
7.
7th most annoying thing about do-it-yourself. Having to ask somebody, a member of your family, to hold something whilst you screw it in, okay? Because now you know that you've got a witness to your incompetence.
You blame someone else.
Yeah.
6.
Getting to the point where if you decide to give in and call a professional, you know that he'll know that you tried and screwed up. Because some of the screws have been used, and there's damage to the wall.
5.
The obligation to have the radio on while you work. Why is that? Why do you have to have the radio on whenever you've got a screwdriver out?
Yeah, that's true, but it's quite fun because it gives you something to sing along to.
There's that. I don't know if it makes you feel like a more authentic workman, because whenever they come into your house with overalls on, the first thing that comes in is a paint-spattered, gigantic ghetto blaster.
Paint splattered is always
Which still works.
Yeah.
You know, with all that paint. They should sell them designed like that. Making a bigger mess than you anticipated. You always do. You think to yourself, oh, dustpan and brush will do it. I'll do that later. And then by the time you've finished, you know, you've got to spring clean the entire upstairs.
And the amount of polystyrene.
And polystyrene.
With flat pack stuff, you get so much of it.
Where do you put it afterwards? You put it by the wheelie bins. It's a nightmare.
3.
Not having a proper set of tools. Who has got a proper set of tools? Not even workmen have a proper set of tools.
My boyfriend does have a good set of tools.
Well, good for him. I shall come round and use one of them on him by way of retribution.
The only person in the world.
Ask him for embarrassing mankind in this way, Chalminder, on the radio. Ask him, when I come round, which are the tools he wants me to finish him off with. 2. Resisting having a break in order to get it done. You really should have a break. You should have a cup of tea and a biscuit. But you don't. You crack on, as you say. Oh, no, I'm all right. I'm going to press on and get it done. And then, you know, you make it worse because you're in such a terrible state.
And the number 1 most annoying
thing about doing it yourself, the moment of truth. It's up.
Hooray.
But is it just sort of hanging there?
Yeah. Don't touch it.
Should you give it a little pull? Will it fall down if you put one ashtray on it? So you give it a little tug and it moves slightly and you go to yourself, oh, that's just settling.
Yeah.